Hello Taurus, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Taurus for the week of March 21st. Now Taurus, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Taurus, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone, that is not me, that's someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. Please do not get scammed. I also do exclusive content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all that said, let's go ahead and see what we have going on here for you, Taurus. Please do hit the subscribe and like buttons. It really helps my channel grow, and you can get weekly content from me by hitting subscribe. So, all right, so let's see what we have here. Make sure everything's in view. And I have to say, Taurus, this is looking very good for you right now in this reading. All right. Readings this week have been incredible. So, all right, I think that looks just about good enough to me. Let's go ahead and put this up here. So, Taurus, some of you may be coming to an understanding about where exactly you want to head next in life. There's a potentially deeply spiritual new beginning coming in here for you. You have an extremely spiritual combination here with the Star and the Judgment card. For some of you, this could welcome a new relationship into your life. For others of you, this could also be in relation to what it is that you do for your job or what it is that you do for work. Sorry about that, Taurus. The video cut out here. So right away, starting off in your overall message here, you have the Star card. So one of my favorite cards to find in the tarot, the Star is about wishes being granted, okay? And the Star can bring in synchronicities into your life. And so this can be about deeply spiritual clarity or clarity in general. So I'm really getting something for you around a synchronicity, something for you around clarity being achieved, something for you in those areas here coming forward in this week ahead. And you can actually see that this person is in healing waters of renewal, which would talk about how for some of you, if you've been like nursing an injury or you've been nursing an illness or you've been going through a rough time, you've maybe even gone through some challenges in the past, the Star brings healing, the Star brings clarity to those situations, and it's here to help you kind of push forward and move forward with something in your life. This can also talk about being in the spotlight, but there's something around a spiritual synchronicity, a revelation, or some sort of spiritual situation that brings something new into your life, which we're going to talk about more here. But in the past, you have the Two of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. So the Two of Swords, you know, this person here is blindfolded. They cannot see the road ahead. They are having a hard time kind of achieving clarity in their life. So it's a perfect combination to find the Star as your overall message, which provides clarity, with the Two of Swords, which is somebody who is literally unclear with their life or with whatever it is that they're struggling with or going through at this time. And so you know, for some of you, this is around a work situation because you also have it with the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles can refer to your teammates, your team environment, your team situation, your work situation. And to get it with the Two of Swords, I do see this combination come in when perhaps there's been an injustice done in the workplace, or there's been an injustice between you and another colleague. There's been a challenge between you and another colleague. The Two of Swords can represent a war of words happening between you and another person. I always like to say that these two swords can represent emotional daggers being thrown between two people. And so for some of you, you may have had I'm getting kind of two stories. Like one, some of you may have just been generally unclear around your work situation. In fact, you may have been doing pretty well here, but for whatever reason, there has been a lack of clarity, or there's maybe even been a lack of reward and recognition for the work that you've been doing. And then for others of you, I think there may be a dispute between you and another person, most likely work-related dispute for some of you here as well. taking a look at these two cards, but you're about to get clarity on this situation, as I've talked about at length here with the Star card. But also moving forward, you have the Judgment card and the Ace of Cups in your future. So the Judgment card is the second to last card before you hit the completion of the major arcana, which is the World. This is number 20, and the Judgment card says that there is potentially a spiritual kind of ruling or a spiritual judgment sort of coming down for you here. And with that, the Judgment card talks about the accumulation of your karma. It says that the actions that you've taken up to this point are sort of rendering out in real time. And, you know, at the end of the day, it's kind of like judgment is being made based on the steps that you've taken, right? And so this is a very good card if you've done the hard work, if you've put in the energy and the effort, similar to the Justice energy. But it's definitely something, you know, related to that type of energy. And, you know, the Judgment card can ask you to just kind of evaluate yourself and ask yourself what it is that you need to do in order to continue growing and to continue getting over the hump and into the stage of the World. The Ace of Cups brings a happy new beginning into your life. This could certainly be some sort of love entering into your life. It could be a new relationship, could be the start of something new between you and another person. Anything like that happening with this energy, especially the Ace of Cups coming in with the Star. Could be like an Aquarius type of person, but it could be any sign. But for you, it's like you're getting an understanding of what's been going on here. You're getting an understanding of this like feeling of maybe even being out in the dark here with these two cards in the past, and really I think some of you may be even taking ownership, which provides something new, provides a new path for you. So let's go ahead and move up the pyramid here. So you have the Death card, you have the Tower. There's a very powerful combination that you have here, the Nine of Wands and the Seven of Cups. Okay, so listen, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas, all of which are kind of towards the upper half of the major arcana, okay? There are actually 22 major arcana because the Fool is number 0, so it starts at number 0. But you have these kind of big themes, these big thematic major arcana cards. Look, the Death and the Tower card, these are two of the single-handedly, the two most misunderstood cards in the tarot. The Death card is not about death and dying, it's about transformation and rebirth. It is Scorpio energy. The Tower is not about doom and gloom, although, you know, sometimes upheavals can feel that way. The Tower is a blessing in disguise. The Tower breaks you out of the maybe potentially unstable or unfulfilling situation that you may have found yourself in, and it provides you with a blessing. It can be a shock, it can be a revelation. But you have, like, I was talking about how the Star and the Judgment energy are my kind of two most, the Star and the Judgment energy can talk about a spiritual awakening. Well, you have the biggest combination that I ever find for spiritual awakenings, which is the Tower and the Judgment, but throw in the Star's energy there and it's even more so. The thing is, the Star and the Tower come one after the other. Number 16, the Tower, number 17, the Star. The Star is an important card in the major arcana because after going through an upheaval, after going through a transformation, the Star provides healing. The Star provides clarity, and it allows you for an opportunity to step back, similar to the Judgment energy. It allows you for an opportunity to step back and ask yourself what may have just happened. Ask yourself what you may have just gone through. So, I mean, if I were to pick a 3-card combination to represent a spiritual awakening or a spiritual transformation, it would be the Tower, the Star, and the Judgment, or just the Judgment and the Tower, or the Judgment and the Star. It really depends. You have all 3 of them. So that's big energy. But whenever I get the Tower and the Star, to me, it always talks about this Tower being a very good moment for you because it provides you with something completely new in your life. It provides you with, most importantly, a new perspective on a situation. You have the Nine of Wands and the Seven of Cups. The Nine of Wands is telling you to persevere, stand your ground, and keep moving forward. Not a time to give up when you get the Nine of Wands. The Seven of Cups in the future position here says that you will have a lot of choices. You have a lot of opportunities because you have the Ace of Cups with the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups bringing a new beginning, a new happy beginning. The Seven of Cups indicating many. many opportunities, many situations, many paths, many cups to choose from. So, you know, the kind of moral of the story here is, yeah, you're going through this deeply spiritual situation, but you're also getting an abundance of opportunity as on the back end of that. So let's continue up the pyramid. So you have the Seven of Wands, you have the Knight of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. Okay, so all three cards here coming in to clarify are Wands energies. So Wands is the suit of work and career. And so for me, this revelation here that's going on is career related. It is work related. You have double aces, which is always a good sign to find in a tarot reading. That can bring a powerful new beginning. It's always a good message when you get double aces, and they're both in the future here. The Ace of Wands in particular, you have like my two of my favorite cards ever in the tarot to find, the Star and the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is the best card to find if you're looking to physically start something, or if you're looking to start a business, you're looking to start a new side hustle, looking to get started on a new career opportunity, whatever the case may be. The Ace of Wands says you can actually go and do that. And so very good. It's seed energy. All aces are seeds, but the Ace of Wands in particular is a major seed. Anything that you start under the Ace of Wands is typically pretty good. Okay, it typically has a pretty good potential associated with it. Seven of Wands, standing your ground. You have these 2 7 cards here. 7 of Cups, 7 of Wands, spiritual energy again. You know, the Tower, 1 plus 6, Tower being 16, 1 plus 6 is 7. So you have the 7-7 energy here. Definitely your spiritual guides being with you. The Knight of Wands the Knight of Wands here in the middle can represent you moving to a new place, going to a new location, going to a new journey, trying something new, getting kind of allowing your talents to lead you in the right direction as well. So some of you may be putting a talent together, or putting something together based on a talent or a hobby or a skill. Let's see what else we have here. So you have the 2 of Cups, and you have the 7 of Pentacles. So another 7, 4 sevens if you include the Tower, which is 1 plus 6. So your guides absolutely, you know, guiding you and being with you here at this time to really help you through this upheaval, to help you through this time of change as you go through transformation here with the Death card, with the Tower. And, you know, ultimately providing healing here with the Star at the base of the pyramid. 2 of Cups is potentially a situation between you and another person. You know, this is a perfect partnership or a perfect union potentially coming into your life. A deeply spiritual connection. I've said that phrase, deeply spiritual, like multiple times in this reading. And so, you know, when that happens as I'm reading, to me, that's pretty significant. You know, this could be a soulmate or whatever label you want to use. It's interesting that this will most likely come at the start of an upheaval or a transformation for you, but you know, sometimes that happens because when we go through those upheavals and changes and in transformations, our energy changes. We like shift in our energy, and as that shift happens, we bring new people in. You have this 7 of Pentacles here, which is a long-term investment paying off or a long-term situation. I actually think it's about this 2 of Cups person. If you're here for relationships, this person could be long-term. I also think, you know, this Ace of Wands business situation here showing up, this could have long-term potential for many of you. So let's see what else we get here. Let's see what is at the top of the pyramid. And you have the 8 of Swords. So look, we have this repeating message about a blindfold here with the 8 of Swords and the 2 of Swords showing up here. And I think basically everything that you want and more is available to you. Okay, with this 2 of Swords, this 8 of Swords, the problem is that you're having a hard time working, or what I should say is that you're working through something internally at this time. And that's really potentially the biggest challenge for this week for you. If you can find a way to remove the blindfold, if you can find a way to acquire clarity here with the Star, you have these double aces, you have something with long-term potential, and you might even have a person coming in as well. Let's see what is on the bottom here. You have this Queen of Pentacles, could be an earth sign coming in, where they may have earth-like qualities, but it could also be you, Taurus. That could just be your energy showing up, really kind of being in a prominent position here on the bottom. This is about financial independence, which I think is very important to you. So this is incredible. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next reading.